Well, the Highwaymen were a group of African-American artists who began painting in the late 1950s, worked through the 1970s primarily. They painted scenes of the natural beauty of South Florida landscape. In the 1960s, these artists, being African-Americans, they had no real access to commercial galleries or museums for their art. So their business operation was to paint a lot of works. They put them in the trunks of their cars and they drove up and down major highways like Route 1, selling the paintings out of the back of their cars. They'd line up a group of paintings and sell them for $25 or $30. So that's why they got their name, the Highwaymen, is this business operation of going up and down the highway selling their work. They painted very quickly. Their objective was, frankly, to paint as many pictures and sell as many pictures as they could. It was really a commercial enterprise. But in doing so, painting literally dozens of paintings in a day and thousands of paintings over a course of a few years, they created a style which was uniquely their own. Our idea for the show was to bring together 100 of the finest paintings by the core group of Highwaymen from 5 different collectors around Florida and present them in a museum setting. We wanted to show them as they should be shown as fine art in a museum.
I live in Vero Beach. They were from Vero Beach. I heard the story. I started initially finding out a little bit more about them. I did see some paintings, but what really attracted me to the paintings was an evening in Cocoa Beach. I met very key collector Tim Jacobs. He invited me to his house. I happened to see the paintings at his home. I knew these paintings were not what you would typically see. These were collector paintings that he had acquired over the years, and I knew they were significant. This is a very nice museum in a large municipality, a large city that chose to show 100 paintings by 5 collectors, 5 of the collectors loaning 20 each to make up the 100 that are currently on display. They are archival or historical records. They are that, some clearly very significant when they painted their life, their daily life scene. So they're records that they created in oil of their neighborhood, their area they lived in, or some of the things that they did. Clearly, these are images of the undisturbed Florida, maybe no impact. This is how it was, this is how it looked. This is what drew people to Florida, these scenes, these coconut-lined shorelines. That's clearly, why wouldn't you want to be there on a cold winter night in Boston? You would look at these images, oh, I would like to be there. Of course you would. The opening night of this exhibit was a very well-attended event. These halls were flooded with people. It was something I like to see. I like to see the public's interest in them. You know, we made a very good connection with the public with this display. I do believe they had some type of record number of attendees for that event. Some of these very rare, these very unusual paintings, maybe one-of-a-kind images were displayed in the museum. So we're very fortunate that we had, as a partner, the Orlando Museum of Art choosing to do that.
I think that we succeeded in presenting the work of these artists in an appropriate museum setting so that they can be appreciated as works of art, which they really are. And we're very happy to have that opportunity, and frankly sorry to see the show go. But it will be going on to the Tampa Museum of Art later in the fall.